warm good evening and welcome to it. It's time for Sport at 10 on a Wednesday night, and tonight we have the warmest, hottest, most unbelievable show lined up for you on the bench. It's packed. There's no space. The coach can't even sit on the bench. It's how many people we've got sitting out there. So let me get you straight to them. What can you expect on tonight's Sport at 10? These are the gentlemen. There he is, Siyabonga Nkosi, Kaizer Chiefs number 10, right next to the man who used to wear number 4 at Orlando Pirates. It's my Jensen Nkosi, Carling Black Label Cup. They're talking about that. Right next to them, South Africa's all-time greatest jockey. He won the Durban July this weekend. I don't know why the jockeys get the credit.
She's 36, which means that she is the oldest semi-finalist at Wimbledon for 22 years. And the last time she qualified for the semi-finals was in 2009.
I've got to tell you, I'm not a fan of when the two sisters meet in a final.
Why?
Because it just seems so like decide who's going to win today.
It happened at a time when Venus was losing her prowess and Serena was gaining her ascendancy. There has been a time when Venus had beaten Serena, but it hasn't happened in a long time. It's becoming interesting as well because Serena is also chasing the 22nd record equally.
You know what I want is the final.
What do you want?
I want, and sorry Venus, but I'd like to see Kerber go to the final because Kerber beat Serena at the Australian Open final. And I was there. I went there to see Serena lift that title.
Yes.
And then she lost to the German Kerber. Now Kerber could beat Venus and meet Serena in the final, and then revenge is on the cards for Team Serena.
It is nice for me to have a Venus in the final because I think, and I'm definitely sure that this is going to be her last major at 36. If she wins and beats her sister, she bows out in style. If she loses to her sister makes that 22 equaling record. But the interesting thing of all of this is that the Williams sisters continue to make history in tennis, and they are doing it for themselves, and they are excellent. And if you notice that Muguruza, who beat Serena in the French Open, is not there now. And I think that is becoming like a psychological thing for Serena. It could very well be the moment for Serena to make her equaling record. And long may that continue.
I see you, though. You older guys are in the Venus camp. Us younger guys are in the Serena camp. So
but I'm talking about Serena.
Let's leave it there. Now, moving on to South African football. SAFA. The pockets are deep. They're spending big. What's going on?
Dennis Mambulwa speaking. He's the CEO of SAFA. He's telling the world and everyone who cares to listen that SAFA has spent 25 million rands in preparation for Banyana Banyana as well as the under-23 team, men's team, for their participation at the Rio Olympics. You'll all remember that they've qualified. Our girls did go to London, and they are going to make their second appearance. Our boys went to Sydney in 2000, and they are going for their second appearance at the games as well. How it breaks down is that they estimate that they've spent about 15 million with the women team, which has already gone to the Netherlands. And there's a preparation match that is being planned for them to go to the US. And the under-23 guys have already played against Japan, and they've already played against Brazil as well. And the thing is, how does that amount to 25 million? Many people may ask. It comes in the fact that you have to put the teams in camp, and they've been in camp for the longest of time. And camp does not mean going up to some open field and play. It means you're going to a hotel. You have to book all these people, including technical teams, and everybody who's working for the team. There's allowances and all of that for them being in camp. So that is how the amount has escalated to 25. It is not money wasted. It is trying to prepare a team where both of them are going to play against Brazil
and USA this weekend.
Exactly.
Now, if we're spending 25 million, the gold medal is ours. Surely.
You may find that other teams are spending much bigger
for 25 meter, I want something.
Bronze.
Okay, so that's the minimum. Are we agreeing? Are we agreeing?
Look,
minimum bronze for 25
I think that the girls have done well. I think that you cannot celebrate this qualification that much because under Ubabu Mkonza, the girls did make their debut, their bow at the Olympics in London. So the fact that we've done it, it is an expectation that we should be there again. What needs to happen now is that we need to see an improvement. If they get out of the group, there will be something to take as a measure, as a progressive step forward.
I hear you. Breaking news, Ronaldo just scored at the Euro, so Portugal 1-0 up, and he scored from a header, so that's interesting. But now let's move on to what's going on in Cape Town, because new club is born, Cape Town City. I love the logo. I'm loving how that club looks, the feel, the energy around it. So we thought, let's catch up to one of the star players at the club. Aubrey Ngoma is in our Cape Town studio. Aubrey, welcome to Sport at 10. How are you? Now, the big question that we need to ask you is, you went to bed one day You were a Mpumalanga Black Aces player. Mavuke ekuseni. Next
club
week
in Cape Town. That had no name.
How does that even feel from a football player's perspective?
I'm not too sure how I felt that day when I heard the news that the team has been bought by a person from Cape Town. But you know, I think as a professional footballer, you have to take these things seriously and also take it professionally, because I think it's our job. There's nothing we can do. The team has been bought, and I think so far the guys are happy to be this side.
And BBK, I've been tracking the weather report.
Yep.
Kuyabanda Cape Town and Dota.
Are
Kuyabanda. Are you guys even adjusting? Are you even adjusting? What's that like?
Yeah, the weather, it's a roller coaster. It gets warm, it gets cold, but we're settling in very well. We're getting used to the weather. You know, it rains, it's sunny, there's wind, but I think by the time the season kicks off, we'll be ready and we'll have adjusted nicely to the weather.
You know what? The one thing that I think a lot of viewers are interested in is when you are asked within a couple of weeks, good, pack your bags and share, come to Cape Town. What happens then? Are you put in a hotel? Does Cape Town City make sure that you stay in a university hostel? What goes on?
I think Iposi did very well to organize us accommodation. He managed to get us townhouses, which we asked from him. And when we got there to the airport in Cape Town, you know, he was there with his technical staff. They welcomed us very well, and they took us to our apartments. And so far, you know, we're happy with where we stay, and we're just waiting to kick off the season. You
know, BBK, the one thing is I can't afford a Cape Town apartment, so Obru is got an apartment in Cape Town and
Joint Committee is making it
happen.
But now, Aubrey, tell me something here. I understand that you're a professional player and you have to answer the call like a soldier. Wherever you have to go and fight the war, you just have to respond. But I think outside of football, you're also somebody's girlfriend, you're also somebody's husband, you're also somebody's father. What then happens when all of a sudden you have to pack everything and go there? What happens to your families? You've got kids at school, your wives, your girlfriend could be working somewhere in Mpumalanga or in Johannesburg. How does that arrangement work then?
I think they gave us enough time to actually try to sort out those things, you know. I think that it was announced maybe 3 weeks prior us leaving to Cape Town. So I think that gave us enough time to try and organize, you know, what needs to be sorted out before we left. And, you know, having to leave our families in Johannesburg, I think it was a challenge, but I think we came here knowing we're here to work for them. So it wasn't really much of a struggle. We had to just accept it and come to Cape Town to work for them. So they also understood that, you know, we're not just going there to have fun. We're going there to try make money for them. They're part of this, you know, they accepted the challenge. And I think by now, you know, everyone is settled and we're ready to do the job.
Final question, Aubrey. Last season you finished 4th in the log with the Mpumalanga Black Aces.
Yes.
Most of that team is still together there in Cape Town. Can we expect the same fireworks from Cape Town City?
It's difficult to tell because we've lost our top goal scorer as well. And we've lost a couple of experienced players, but the core of the team is still here. You know, we just have to understand how the coach wants us to play, and we want to make Cape Town our fortress. Teams struggle to get points in Mpumalanga, so we want to do exactly the same in Cape Town. And you know, once we get settled, we understand how the coach wants us to play. We're going to do our best, and hopefully, you know, we can finish higher than what we did last season.
Can't wait for it. Obringoma, Cape Town City. I love the logo of the club. I'm actually just going to get... If you have a spare cap, I need that spare cap, Baba, because I'm loving it.
Oh,
I love it. I love it. It's the greatest logo in South African football. However, the breaking news story as well is Portugal are pulling away. Nani has made the second goal there. Portugal 2-0 up against Wales. So now let's bring in a man who is undefeated. Unlike what Wales is going through right now, undefeated in every bout he has encountered. He is the heavyweight of humour. He is South Africa's one and only sports comedian. He is the Shampunizer. He is the knockout on a Wednesday.
Shampoo.
and Shampunaiza.
Straight from Devon, July. That would be K.
Serious.
Yeah, it was nice. Thomas, best dressed.
Serious?
Best dressed. Yeah, now I was wearing
I
was wearing a purple suit. Purple suit. Yeah, it had a meaning. It was just to show that I went to a Model C school, so I was representing Ubani. I love you. you understand? Nagatena go Maponya high while Tireni Ranfontaine. No, Model C, man. I love you. Understand? It was those bad. But in Devon, July, when people were busy, both Thomas and Tadawan, now I was there on the racetrack because I have a business now. Yeah, you see, like every horse when it's running, it shares some hair. So Muriruawa down the floor. So I had some Nyabis there, the Nyaba boys from Devon. We were taking all the hair, putting it in. Now I'm officially selling weaves. People, my store is in Pretoria, Kona Mamburu, Kosi Mamburu, and Oscar Cell. Between just between Kosi Mamburu and Oscar Cell, just in between. That's so I'm selling weaves and everything. We even shaved one horse, a golden, right? Shave everything off. It was left there feeling very, very Bongani Zungu, like naked. It was there, like there was nothing. Very Bongani Zungu. It had nothing. Bongani Zungu, yo, when Bongani Zungu, you think, what's that? You think Snapchat is meritless? Doesn't work like that. You are there by yourself looking at the camera, Zungu, baby. Do you like my Zungu? Zungu. No, bro. Doesn't work like that, Joe. It's South Africa. We can't play like that. Anyways, back to you, Thomas. We go. Let's talk football, you know. I hear you talking about Zungu, no, he needs to get dressed. But I understand why it was not dressed, because the team in Portugal hasn't given him his kit yet. So, Ana Diaparo, like, what do you expect the guy to wear? Like, can't just be wearing sundown stuff. Doesn't enough clothes, so leave the guy alone. Let him be like that. Going back to Banyana. Going back to Banyana. I don't know why you doubt him, Banyana, because Banyana had Nukumatlo. What means Nukumatlo is the only Banyana who can injure Katande. By just looking at him like, hey, Limala dot. Lima, she's strong. We have Nukumatlo, but on the Euro we have Iceland. People, Iceland is such a small place. Iceland is so small. On the map, it looks like a full stop. Like, it's such a small space. Like, Iceland doesn't...
They've got 300,000 people there.
Exactly. That's the only team that will never beat Bafana Bafana at home. From Iceland, opposite.
They've beaten Bafana 4-1
They will never do it at home. That means one opposite to Father Christmas. They're not Pole. They will never beat them at home. Because we know what we're going to do? We'll play them at Toyando.
Yeah.
It's hot, bruh. The temperature, there's 1,000 plus VAT. It's so hot. Like, at night, the sun packs in Toyando. It's so hot. But I'm trying my best to ignore. The French players, how dark they are. That will be key. I'm not talking because you are here. Those people are dark. You want me to Sanya? Sanya, when he's standing next to you, it's like you are before and after. Hey, man, that guy is dark, Joe. Like, if you get 2% darkness, he'll disappear. Yo, man, like, they are so dark. I was so surprised. But you know what, Thomas? I don't want to waste any time with anything that's happening in the world right now. People at home, I'm going to say this again because I heard it go high. But Euro Italy Moruna. Again, I'm saying, people, this is the only championship that is named after a currency. Euro. Settle for your own. Raga ball.
Let's get on to our social media. What
do you want my Zungu?
I see it. Let's move on to the social media, please, because they are...
Oh, shampoo nice.
I know. So, we want a question for you. Here it is. What are your thoughts on Rene Lulaturunyani's joining SuperSport United? That's a big question. We'd like to hear it from you. If you've got a question for him, I'll try and get your questions through to him as well. He's coming on the show. So, yeah. Join SuperSport United. What are your questions to the man? I can't think of them all. And you know, maybe you want to wish him well, whatever you want to say. Super Sport United, that's where he's at. Send those through to @Sport@10TV, and we'll have that conversation. I'm still laughing inside. That's why I'm struggling at this stage. Now, we're going to a break. After the break, we'll be joined in the studio by the Carling Black Label pair. There they are. They're itching to get into the studio. Siyabonga Nkosi as well as Majens Mutale. They will give Durban especially some insight onto what is going to be happening there. So stay with Sport at 10.
Visit Checkers Liquor Shop for a wide range of all your favorites, from the House of Fine Whiskey to a great selection of beer, spirits, ciders and more, all at supermarket prices, like 6 440ml Savannah Dry Cider cans for $69.99, only at Checkers Liquor Shop.
Hello, hello. Have a looky here. Feast your eyes on this one and only. It's time to score with a big deal from Telkom. Backed by popular demand. Get this deal with 5 gigs of data. You heard right, 5 gigs, plus free Wi-Fi and a brand spanking new MiFi router. All for south of 100 bills a month. So, get in gear, cause stocks are limited to the first 1,000. Click telkom.coza or visit a Telkom shop. It's the big deal and it's value-tastic.
At Knorr, we select only the firmest onions with intense flavor. I'm very happy with these onions. Our onions are slowly dried, and this intensifies their flavor, which is why Knorr brown onion soups give stews a richer flavor. Knorr, add richer flavor.
Come on, man. Come on.
Try new Nivea Men Face Cream. Non-greasy, fast-absorbing, affordable. Men, this is your face cream. Nivea Men, it starts with you.
Castle Light. When the indicator turns blue, it's at the perfect drinking temperature. Unlock extra cold refreshment.
Your soul is too restless. Go find inner peace. Your soul lacks fire. Try harder. You'll never find inner peace. Never. So you found inner peace? 3 pieces, master.
Carling Black Label Champion Cup segment is brought to you by the Champion Beer. Carling Black Label. Champion men deserve champion beer.
It's time for our Carling Black Label Champion Cup update. Match day, Saturday, 30th of July. It's getting closer and closer. FNB Stadium. It's the game not to be missed, so make sure you get your tickets from CompuTicket. They're selling faster. This is the only match where you, the fans, select the starting lineups, where you, the fans, can make sure that your players are the ones out there for Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates. It's where you can make the live substitution during the game and where you stand the chance to be the match day champion coach. Today, joined in studio, Majens and Siyabonga Nkosi, who are here to tell us about an exciting event taking place for all Carling Black Label Champion Cup fans in Durban. Let me go straight to you, Siyabonga. You're looking good in that jersey. I'm loving it. It's looking really good on you. However, as a Durbanite yourself, what is expected there? What can we expect to see? I hear there is a Carling Black Label Champion Cup fan park, and it was launched today.
Yeah, it was launched yesterday, in fact. It's actually a day where the fans can come in and witness the same atmosphere as it will be in the FNB Stadium on the 30th. They'll come in, there'll be good music. You know, people from Durban love music and they also love football. So it's going to be a mix of two things that they really, really love. It's going to be a great atmosphere. We are also going to be there. So it's something that was started last year. 5,000 people pitched up at Moses Mabhida Stadium. So this year we're expecting even more people.
So, my gents, last year Moses Mabhida, Fan Park, Durban. Where do we need to go when we want to dance like Siyabonga is saying, Spegane game on big screen?
Yeah, this time we've just moved it central so that everybody had a chance to come. So it's a Sahara Cricket Stadium in Kingsmead. It's very central, no excuse out there. So
laba idlala cricket corner.
Yeah.
Khona lapho nje singena khona lapho. Then screen game kumnandi.
Screen game wonke umuntu.
Nani?
Beer garden nathi na beer garden. Umculo.
Kuzabani?
DJ Clio esikhaleni, DJ Tira oze Durban. DJ Wobbly Bubbly.
Izinto zakho lezo.
Yeah.
Ngiyakuzwa vele ukuthi zakho.
Utla hari kwala ne. Kwala ka DJ Melon. Goose. Check it up.
Game phela ngo5 ukhuluma ngokuze ndoda. Game phela is it going to carry on?
We carry on.
Hey wena.
Akisho sikhafile 50 rand siyahafa. Yeah.
Yo, what else do they need to know, Siyabonga? What else is going to be happening at the Fan Park?
No, what they need to know is that they should get there early because the game starts at 3, so the gates open at 12, so people should be there. But first get your ticket because you can't go there if you don't have a ticket. It's only 50 rands, I mean, at Compi Tickets and also at ShopRite. So get the tickets, come and witness the great atmosphere, good music, good people, you know, as we're also going to be there, so it's going to be very exciting.
Between the two of you, though, who will walk out of the Fan Park smiling after the Carling Black Label Champion Cup?
That's why silethu uDJ Melon yabona nabo Clio so that kuthi abanye banga stress kakhulu because all the parade gonna roast Kaizer Chiefs and then manje after that abo Clio bas unite bas cancela ba cancela laba baya ba cancela benza yonke
but counseling
uyazi utira isikhoko, that's all I'm saying.
Uhamba
nekhosi uyazi ukuthi utira isikhoko and uhamba nekhosi,
so
Shazonke.
Obvious.
Yeah, the Shazonke. The fit time, best coach, best team. What you see, ile nto ibonayo phepheni. Ngapha le uyibonayo i-suggestion.
During the season, kuzoba yiyo vele.
Yeah, le uyibonayo yiyo true.
Laba basahlanganisa bakazazi laba
suggestion dota. Ukufana ne stop sign sase Soweto. Sibhale stop mara mongafuna ukuma ungama mongafuna uma ungandlula. Mara sase sabapini stop uyama.
So you want to be the champion coach on the match day. You want the one-lifetime experience of announcing your team live here on the SABC, joining your teams in the build-up and being on the sideline on Men's Day. Just by selecting your full starting lineup, you will stand the chance to be the match day champion coach. All you need to do is visit carlingblack.label.co.za and get voting. Tickets are on sale now, both for the Fan Park as well for the match. So if you're in Durban, get the Fan Park tickets there, and they are available from CompuTicket. Make sure you get to the stadium by 3 p.m. on Saturday the 30th of July or to the Fan Park. Good luck, South Africa.
This Carling Black Label Champion Cup segment was brought to you by the Champion Beer. Carling Black Label. Champion men deserve champion beer.
Champonino, we're going to a break. Who's coming up next on the bench with you?
Hey, Thomas, welcome to my dance room here. I have a jockey here. This is my contact for Weaves because he has a horse. So I'm using him. But yeah, he's here. Yeah. What I could have on my home. Thomas, I don't know what to say. I'm coming back to you, but I'm sitting here. Wait, because it's on my home. You know that girl, Kune. Back to you, Thomas.
This Japanese is a problem. Striker straight on. South Africa's greatest jockey of all time. And Shampunaiza doesn't respect. Striker's 50 years old and he's still riding winners like he did this last weekend at the July. We'll talk to him about that.
I'm ready to make the switch.
1 billion rand to its policyholders. By using AVBOB Funeral Service, policyholders now benefit from enhanced free benefits, including a free basic funeral, free transportation of the deceased, and 1,000 rand cash upfront for initial expenses. Plus, a 15% addition to the sum assured on the main life, which, if needed, may be converted into a 6-month retrenchment benefit. AVBOB, we're here for you.
Glen Rooibos tea brings together the fresh taste of Rooibos with a great price.
May I have another cup, please?
Try Glen Rooibos tea today.
In these hard times, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Save up to 800 Rand. Get the double or Queen Orthopedic Supreme, Orthopedic Premium, Orthopedic Superior, and the special edition bed at our inflation-beating prices. Come to the Bed Shop or Bed City. We are the bed specialists.
For 96 years, we've said no to keep Windhoek pure. No to more than 3 ingredients. No to adding anything else. And only yes to 100% pure beer. 96 years and the beer inside hasn't changed. What we have changed is how we look on the outside. Windhoek, always 100% pure.
Conglomerate becomes a big runner, and it's the Conglomerate who hits the front over the last 100 metres. Down the inside, Bella, it's my turn, 10 gun salute and dynamic. Marinaresco's running on, the Conglomerate's the leader. The Conglomerate won it from Marinaresco, close for third, Mactalogor.
He's done it the 4th time that he has won the Vodacom Durban July. He only needs one more victory to be the greatest of all time. It's striker Strydom, otherwise full name Pierre Strydom. Welcome to Sport at 10. Great victory over the weekend on the Conglomerate. Made even more amazing because I know those people who aren't horse racing fans. You started in the worst possible position. Just give us an idea of what that means when people say you brought that horse from the worst position to win.
Yeah, thanks, Thomas. Yeah, obviously, if you're drawn 1, you're on the rail, and it's the shortest way home. If you're drawn 20, you start from wide out, and you obviously have a lot of horses on your inside. So you have to try and, I try to jump well, get past the slow horses and get a position. But you need a lot of luck in that race because it's such a big field. It's a short straight and a lot of scrummaging. So a little bit of luck helped.
What luck? You've won it 4 times.
Yeah, well, you know,
that's a small group of people.
But the race itself has to work out well, you know. For instance, the jockey that rides for the owner that I rode for, you could see I was trying to get in, not to race wide, and he just gave me a little bit of a gap. And funny enough, it's the same owners, Mr. and Mrs. Jooster. I'd ridden, obviously, a lot of winners through my career, and a friend said to me, you know, you must take note, you getting close to 5,000 winners. Now, that's never happened in South Africa.
5,000?
I mean, the great Mace Roberts, he stopped at, I think, 3,988. So I cracked 5,000 wins in my career last year on active war.
5,000 wins?
Yeah.
How is that even possible? How do you ride 5,000? How often do you ride in order to win 5,000 races?
Yeah, well, we race in South Africa, well, in Johannesburg, roughly 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. And obviously I've been riding for, 35 years now. But you have to be successful right through your career. You can't have a dip, which happens in horse racing. And so I've been lucky that I've been on top of my game for many years, and obviously it's just added up.
Are you allowed to bet on yourself?
No, at one stage we were. You had to declare it to the racing fraternity, but not many jockeys bet on themselves, so it fell away.
So you can't bet on... Can you even bet on horses? Can you bet on somebody else?
No, not at all.
You're not allowed to bet,
We're
period?
not allowed to bet, yeah.
At all, at all, at all?
Not at all.
But you're right there. I mean, you can feel this horse is going to win. You can't do anything about it.
We can't, no.
Ah, it's not fair. You wanted to be a doctor.
Yeah, I did.
And then your dad changed that.
Yes, I did well in school, and when my dad told teachers that he's going to send me to the Jockey Academy in Durban, they were very anti that. They said, no, I do too well in school to become a jockey. And my dad's thinking was, there aren't many clever jockeys, so if there's one clever jockey, he should do it. So maybe it was a good recipe.
You're one win away from being the greatest of all time at the Durban July. But you're 50 years of age. How long do you keep going? Do you chase it? Is retirement around the corner? Or is Striker just going to keep striking?
That's a very good question. You know, like I said earlier, I've got a lot of little niggling injuries and can't go forever. At 55, I'll get pension. So obviously I'm starting to think of, I've got 5 years to go.
So that long?
Yeah, but I would like to win another July, so I can have 5 winners. But who knows? I don't know if I'll be doing as well in 5 years' time, or the body will keep up.
Now, there are probably some kids out there watching saying, I think I could be a jockey. Does it pay? I mean, you've been doing it for 35 years. How is it as a career? We know what footballers make, we know what tennis players make. How do jockeys do?
You know, the top, can I say, 10% can have a very good and financially can be very rewarding. So, you know, if you don't try, you'll never know. Probably one of the main things is to be small. You can't weigh more than, how can I say, 55 kilograms at the age of 25.
Wow.
If you're much heavier than that, you'll struggle to get all or majority of rides, which obviously means you can get all the top rides. But if you're very heavy, you can only ride horses. Say for instance, if you weigh 60 kilogram, then you can only ride the top weight horses, which gives you almost like 90% of the horses that you can't ride. So obviously size matters.
But you can make a life out of being a jockey. You've done it.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of jockeys have travelled overseas and they've come home with a lot of money.
Well, it's great being with you. Congratulations on the victory on the conglomerate. I didn't bet on you, otherwise had I known I would have put the money on you. Solid Speed was my horse.
See, you must know the game, because I also said Solid Speed would win.
But then you go and beat the horse. So thank you very much for that. Striker Stratum, South Africa's all-time greatest jockey. Over 5,000 wins in the bank at 50 years of age. He's doing the business. They're calling you the Michael Schumacher of horse racing. And thanks for being with us today.
Pleasure.
Let's get to Shampunaiza. Shampunino, what's happening?
Yeah, what's happening here is I'm sitting with Yeye, but with Jason Goliath, yes, size does matter. The reason why you don't see him in this picture right now, he needed a full couch for himself. Like, this guy came in community of property. Look at him. He came in community of property. So we in here, you are seeing 3 people, but with Jason, we're seeing a team. 12 people, 1 room, back to you.
The guy's not even laughing at you. He's going to knock you out in the next break, and then you might need what I'm about to talk about next, because AVBOP is South Africa's only true mutual assurance society that provides a one-stop funeral service solution. And what's more, AVBOP's funeral services are provided for policy holders and non-policy holders. It's time for a break. After the break, Yeye Tulunyani, he's moved to SuperSport United. He's a Tatanza. And we talk to him about it.
Yo, what a drag. No, not you, sir. Looks like your engine is clogging up with dirt. Must feel like you're dragging around one of these. Over time, new PP Ultimate with active technology eats up the dirt like 1,000 hungry piranhas. It leaves your engine cleaner so it performs better. With new PP Ultimate Diesel, you can get up to 56 kilometers more per tank. So you go further. BP, go your way.
Is it real what I feel when we touch? We're as close as we can get. Is it real what I feel when we touch? We're as close as we can get.
Now
Every touch can feel more real with Durex Real Feel, our first condom with a real feeling of skin on skin.
It's almost time for the Carling Black Label Champion Cup. Once again, we, the fans, have the power to be the coach. We know you better than anyone. We will select the starting lineup. We will lead you to victory. And together, we will be champions.
To select your starting lineup, see pack for details and be the champion coach.
Get the new AG hashtag exclusively through MTN for 229 on My MTN Choice 50. Or get the new Huawei P9 for 569 on My MTN Choice 100, and you could be one of 40 people to win 100,000 Rand in our Wish It, Love It, Win It competition toward making your wishes come true. To enter, sign up, upgrade, or buy any data bundle in store. With love from MTN.
Savor the smooth, easy drinking taste of Castle Malt Stout chocolate infused.
Welcome back. Yaya Lutulunyani. Many never thought the day would come. He's been with the Kaizer Chiefs for 8 seasons, but it is all over as far as that is concerned. He's at Tsatsansa now, and it's the first week of training at SuperSport United, so we thought this is the right time to bring you in to find out what life is like. Yaya, welcome to Sport at 10.
Thanks, Thomas, for having me here.
Good. I'm excited about it. I've got lots of people who are saying things, and most of them are talking about, like Homoto here. I'm a bit sad to see him in blue, but anyway, good luck. And that's pretty much the sentiment I'm hearing all the way through a lot of the tweets that are coming through. What was it like to finally walk out that gate at Natch Arena for the last time?
Sure. It was like an emotional period for me. Obviously, let me say the last week of me being at Natch Arena, it was like an emotional week, but I had already prepared myself, obviously, and I had already psyched myself. Life goes on. I made a decision, and the decision saying I should live with it. So yeah.
Why was it time? Why was it time to move?
Personally, I have dreams, ne? And 8 seasons later, I never stopped dreaming. When I was young, I dreamt of playing for Kaizer Chiefs, and I did. I dreamt of being part of the World Cup team. I did. I dreamt of winning the league. I did. So for me, it was, I had a dream of before I retire, playing in other countries like in Africa, just to experience in J what's happening, how are things being run out of the country. But that it was a bit difficult because I didn't want to be tied up, go team A1 out of the in another country for a very long time. So SuperSport presented an opportunity to experience something different out of Kaizer Chiefs before I call it quits.
How important was Stuart Baxter in you becoming a SuperSport United player? The new coach, the new player.
I think part of part of my decision it's to go to SuperSport. It's because he was there, and because I know how he works, how he does things. I've worked with him obviously before, so I think him being there influenced SuperSport.
Phone calling Yana?
No. No. He never called me. He never did anything.
Yeah,
but
change my voice there. You want to come? None of that.
No. It's my decision and my decision only. I obviously consulted with my family, told them, I'm thinking of doing 1, 2, 3, and then they told me whatever. So at the end of the day, decision Neliaka, and I took it. And
I look at your age, and I go, You know, great player. You kept the national team ticking over. You've kept your club sides ticking over. You've been the engine room. But that engine,
Age is just a number. Yeah, for as long as Mudimu waka uke mo rapelang antsana le nna, and I'm protected obviously from the major injuries, I will play for as long as ke batla ho dlala. And
can you be the next Shoes Mushweu? Shoes was top division in South Africa until he was 40, which means then you've got like 8 years left.
I can't be the next Shoes Mushweu, but I can be the best in those years ke di dlalang. Because personally I believe I hear a lot of things but a person can be replaced, a person needs to be replaced. I think a person cannot be replaced, but a position is replaced. So there's no one that can replace Thomas. There's one Thomas. There's someone who will replace the position a Thomas Knightswell.
I never. I ngeke. What want us to say? Ay, next thing. Clue. Kinali clue, mona. I can talk so. No, I'm joking, but I hear what you're saying. The chair is mine.
Yeah.
So, what is it now that you're at SuperSport United? I mean, it's a club that has a lot of success. They've won the league title 3 times in a row. You now come into a team that just won the Nedbank Cup. What do you bring?
I bring obviously my experience from being part of the big team in the country. I bring obviously the hard work, and I know with the new teammates that I will be playing with, they also have dreams of winning things, and I also want to win things. I also want to represent the team the best possible way I can. So I know with the team effort, with hard work, we'll do it.
Realistically though, you've been at training now a couple of days, the coach, you're talking, you're getting a vibe. What's that Tsatsansa vibe now? What are you feeling? Is this a big season potentially for SuperSport United?
So far I'm happy with what I saw. I obviously met young and older guys. They all want to work hard to do well for the team. I will not say so winner e-league, so winner at them.
Kuluma ndoda. I mean, letele lana for what? Go to church, you're going to try.
We'll do our best.
Your best is how good?
You'll see at the end of the season.
No, by then I also know what your best is. But in your mind, what would be a successful season for SuperSport United and also for Yeye Letulunyan?
For me, if we can win one trophy this season and obviously compete for the league.
Gauteng as Pepe Cup?
No. One of the 4 major.
Oh,
which
you
is,
said one trophy.
No, not the friendly ones.
Oh, okay. Not those ones.
The official one of the official.
Only one, Inyana?
It's a start.
Only?
It's a start.
And for you, personally, what would be a successful time for you at SuperSport United when that day eventually comes where you're saying, maybe I'm hanging up my boots?
I will judge myself Coco SuperSport based on what the team achieves. If the team in the 2 seasons that I have, if are successful and wins stuff, then I will judge my performance based on that, because as a team, it's not the ANG who's playing. I'm a team player and there's my teammates there. So if me and my team represent our team very well, then I will judge myself there.
We're about to go, but I've got one question that's really been in my mind the whole time.
We will go to the police station on your behalf and pay the bail. SMS assist to 41445 and we'll call you back.
It's almost time for the Carling Blade Label Champion Cup. Once again, we, the fans, have the power to be the coach. We know you better than anyone. We will select the starting lineup. We will lead you to victory. And together, we will be champions.
To select your starting lineup, see pack for details and be the champion coach.
At Men's Clinic, we find solutions to sexual problems in thousands of men every year. They are nothing to be ashamed of, and the solution is safe and strictly confidential. You speak to real doctors for real solutions. For help with weak erections, early ejaculation, and low sex drive, SMS HELP to 32110.
I was never brave. I was young, out of control. Gave nothing but my fists to fight a chance. Crawled. Bled. Followed. Never led. If only someone had stepped in, pulled me out, showed me I could be brave. That's why I became the mentor I wish I'd had.
Get the new AG hashtag exclusively through MTN for 229 on my MTN Choice 50. Or get the new Huawei P9 for 569 on my MTN Choice 100, and you could be one of 40 people to win 100,000 Rand in our Wish It, Love It, Win It competition toward making your wishes come true. To enter, sign up, upgrade, or buy any data bundle in store. With love from MTN.
Vaseline knows your skin is like this wall. It gets dry and damaged, just like this. Now engineered with micro droplets of Vaseline jelly, Vaseline Men Extra Strength Body Lotion restores dry, damaged skin in just 5 days. Dry, damaged skin restored in just 5 days. That's the healing power of Vaseline.
Some serious business. I got a couple of letters, a couple of phone calls, 1 or 2 tweets. Somebody visited my house personally and put something in my postbox with claims that the word aware is not South African. With claims that the word aware does not in fact mean what I think it means, which is welcome. Now, after using Google, because we have Google in El Dorado Park, our internet's a bit slow, so we pronounce it Google. But we have it. After Googling the word aware, I found out that the word aware actually comes from the Latin word ave, a word that even you are familiar with if you know the song Ave Maria.
I'm learning something new. Jason Goliath, that's a clip from his brand new show on SABC 3. It comes on every single night, Monday to Thursday, larger than life. Tell me about it. Jason Goliath, welcome to Sport at 10.
Thank you for having me, man. You guys have such a great show. You make because I was going to come on and say, why are people even watching this? They should be watching my show and tuning into the second half of this. But your show's amazing, so I think I'm gonna put in an application to do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, just so that our friendship can remain intact.
Just miss Wednesdays, because you go on at 10 o'clock. You head to head with us tonight.
My thing is Pacquiao and who's the other guy that they fight? You guys are sports. Pacquiao, they don't fight every day, once a week. They fight once a lifetime. So I feel like this week, maybe from next week, we're going to put in an application. We'll see what we can do. But I still think you should tune into my show either way. Don't SABC 3, just P+. It's so easy to get to me. P+. You don't even have to think about numbers.
Okay, but maybe we should just talk about when you repeat, because just in case. Is there a repeat?
There is a repeat in the morning sometimes.
Thank you. That's
but
the one we
new.
want there on a Wednesday. I need Thursday, then they can catch it when they're watching Sport at 10.
Fair enough.
There is a repeat. But SABC 3, 10 o'clock, Monday to Wednesday, Thursday as well. You can go and watch Larger Than Life. What's it about, though? What are you doing?
So essentially, it's a celebrity-based talk show where we interview 2 celebrities every episode and try and get under their skin. So I feel like the world is full of talk shows that kind of read people's CVs. I mean, you've been interviewed enough times to know where have you been, what are you doing now, what are you doing next, seems to be the general consensus. I feel like our show is an opportunity to kind of let South Africans meet the people behind the brand, because being a public figure often just becomes a PR and a marketing exercise.
Let me show off. He was an accounting executive, not an advertising executive. Then
no, that was Donovan Goliath, my business partner. I actually owned an insurance.
I thought you were in advertising.
No, my business partner Donovan Goliath was he was a creative director for one of the big ad agencies. I actually owned an insurance brokerage, which went under because people stopped paying their policies. You know who you are. You know who you are.
And then you started comedy as a hobby.
I did. So what happened was my business goes under. I lost everything in the world. Everything you can think of losing, I lost. And I decided that, let's leave the money and let's follow the passion. Started doing 1 or 2 ads. I met a guy serving guests who said to me, dude, you're so funny. Why don't you try stand-up? And I tried it with my cousin Nicholas Goliath as just because I like comedy. And that was 5 years ago, last week Sunday. So 3rd of July, 5 years in comedy.
Can I tell you what makes you so funny?
What?
You're actually trying to put together, fix a car that's left-hand drive.
Yes, I am.
Why?
Where did you get this information?
Why? You are a car guy. You're there with spanners. Your seat is on the wrong side. Why are you even bothering?
My friend, in this time of blessings, men must be very serious about what they drive. You drive a big luxury German. I'm not even going to tell people because women will start SMSing you right
And then
now. Then I have to come with something different, left-hand drive. You know what I mean? Something unique that you don't see every day.
You're not serious.
And I've got a bright top.
And it's an old,
I've got a bright
car.
Classic. Don't
It's
say
going to
old,
break
old, old.
you. We're going to
Don't
catch
say
you.
old, old,
We're going to
old.
catch you on the
Classic.
You must travel with spanners.
Am I allowed to say what car it is?
You can say.
I'm building a 1979 635 CSI left-hand drive. It is one of 2 in the country that came with a factory turbo from BMW with 80,000 original Ks on the clock. My friend, if you have any petrol in your blood, every man that knows cars at home went, you.
Don't put nice rims because when you take it to Aldo, it's gone.
It's done already.
It's done. Let's get to the Sport at 10 quiz. We got questions for you. Do you know your sport?
No.
Well, let's test you anyway.
Jokes,
let's start out with the Olympic Games are coming up. So this man that I'm about to show you, can you recognize him? He was part of the Nigerian team. Africa has only ever won the Olympic football tournament twice. Nigeria did it in '96 with this man in control, and Cameroon did it in 2000. Who is this guy?
This guy, wasn't he the Knickknacks guy from those Knickknacks commercials years ago?
He played for Arsenal, man. This is a top player.
Is this Adebayo? No?
No.
I don't know. He played for Arsenal.
Close though. Nwankwo Kanu. Nwankwo Kanu. Come on, everyone knows Nwankwo Kanu.
I told you guys.
I want you to move
change the channel to 3. We don't talk about sport on 3. Next
question for you is, which team was this coach coaching?
No, worse.
When this moment occurred, what team was he coaching? I've got the moment for you. Let's get through to it and see what's going on there. So let's see if you can get it. This coach, SuperSport United's coach now, what was he coaching on this day?
I feel like that could be Australia or South Africa. I'm not even the colours. I did warn everybody.
I've lost your mic, so I can't even hear you. So I'm going to give you this. So there's your mic. Which team?
You could have given me the answer while I had no mic.
Yeah, I could have, but who was
it? You could have snacked Cameroon, I don't know.
No, he was coaching Bafana Bafana.
Bafana, of course,
we beat
that's
Nigeria
what I meant.
the day we were coaching Bafana Bafana. Come on, Jason, one last question for you.
Save me, give me something easy.
It is easy, obviously.
Please.
The #1 tennis player in the world is about to appear on your screen. Nah, I'll even give you his name.
Yeah.
Djokovic.
Yeah.
What country does he come from?
Djokovic. Is he German?
No.
Swedish?
No.
American?
No.
Is it a trick question?
No, he's not. He's from a country. There's no trick. Say
Serbia. He's Serbian.
Serbia. Yeah, Goliath has got something on the board. Well done, well done. Just put the cupcakes in your pocket.
I'm on a diet. That's why I don't want cupcakes.
You know what?
Keep your sympathy cupcakes because I got no answers right.
I was apologizing backstage because you ordered a quarter and we said we have cupcakes. So just for apology for bringing, because that's what
you've been worrying me the whole day, sounding like a Xhosa woman. Please, my friend, people in the Eastern Cape are outraged by this possible.
I have to give him the last word, otherwise I get fired.
I never argue with colored people for safety. Because you know what's going to happen.
Don't have medical aid.
But listen, my show is sold out. Thank you very much for people who bought their tickets. My show is Friday. But my man of the Euro is Zaza.
Zaza. Ballerina penalty.
But it's like he was auditioning to play for Sundance, because to him, the sky is the limit. If you're not watching Sport at 10.
That's what we're going to leave you with. As usual, if you're not watching Sport at 10, what are you doing? Well, maybe watching
live.
This is my story. I hope someone out there's really listening. Yeah.